This is a series of 10-minute short essays on the wrong application and interpretation of the provisions of the IBC 2016, which has led to the corporate debt of several borrowers with the wrong interpretation and application of the various provisions of the IBC. In particular, subsection 6 of section 60 dealt with section 238A of the IBC 2016. The IBC in its Insolvency Law Committee report made on 26/3/2018 stated that time-barred debts cannot be revived by filing an application under this Act. The adjudicating authorities and the NCLAT in particular have been applying section 18 and 19 of the Limitation Act for acknowledgement of debt and part payment to extend the period of limitation for them to make the application. They have not understood the provision of law of subsection 6 of section 60, leading to injustice and miscarriage of justice. The Honorable Supreme Court, in its first decision on limitation in BK Education, has clearly referred to the Insolvency Law Committee report of 26/3/2019 that the intention of the IBC was not to revive time-barred claims. Further, it also clarified in para 26 that section 238A was clarificatory in nature, and they also added in the para that the subsection 6 of section 60 would have been wholly unnecessary if the Limitation Act was otherwise excluded. Because the Limitation Act was applicable from inception due to subsection 6 of section 60 and it was being applied wrongly, that is why a clarificatory amendment was inserted by section 238A of the IBC. People have interpreted it as if the Limitation Act has come into force on the insertion of 238A on 26/6/2008, which is 18, which is wrong. Therefore, the whole issue now to be decided is what is the implication of subsection 6 of section 60 of the IBC. Matter is pending in the Honorable Delhi High Court about the personal guarantees given by corporate debtors. The question of limitation has been very specifically stated by the Insolvency Law Committee that it will apply only for the period between the date of default and the date of admission of the petition. Even though the Honorable Supreme Court judgments talk about the period between the date of default till the date of making the application. The period between the date of making the application and the date of declaring moratorium shall be dealt with by me in the near future. Therefore, the issue is now today is about the Limitation Act as stated in para 26 of the BK Education judgment was applicable due to subsection 6 of section 60 from inception, and section 238A was only clarificatory in nature, and all clarification laws are retrospective. Article 137 of the Limitation Act being applicable to IBC is now well settled principle of law. We will talk more about subsection 6 of section 60 tomorrow.